Kissin by Jacob Slater is played in standard tuning with a capo on the 6th fret, and we're also going to be playing fingerstyle. I'm going to start off with like a B minor shape relative to capo, but kind of played in like an open way. So we have 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the B, and a high E open. We're going to pick A, D, G, B, and then D, A. Then we'll pick E, B. We're then going to play exactly the same thing, but we're just going to take the first finger off and have that open A string ringing out. So same picking, A, D, G, B, D, A, E, B. So those two parts back to back is the finger on the 2nd fret, finger off, and the actual song is pretty quick. So just work up the tempo there. I'm then going to move to the 3rd shape in the song, which is essentially the same, but we're just going to move the bass note to the 3rd fret of the low E string relative to capo. I'm pretty sure Jake was playing this with the thumb, as you can see in the live version on YouTube. I just personally prefer to use the finger, so whatever, it's up to you there. So the only difference is we're picking E, D, G, B, and then D, E, low, high E, B. So we're just swapping that E and the A string basically. Okay, so the 2nd fret, open, bass note on the 3rd. Then we have this little run. So that's 3 on the E, 4 on the D, 3 on the E, open G, back to 3 on the E, 3 on the D. Then we move down to the 2nd fret on the E and 4 again on the D string there. So so coming out of that 3rd fret there with the low E string on the 3rd fret. I'm going to go to an open E string, and kind of like a high part of a D major chord really. So 2nd fret on the high E string relative to capo again, and then 3rd fret on the B string. So we've got the open E string, then G, B, E. We'll then pick E, B, E, G. Then move to a new chord shape. We have 2nd fret on the B relative to capo again, 4th fret on the D. We're going to pick the same as we did for the first chord really, so A, D, G, B, D, A, high E, B. Okay, so from that kind of D shape really. And the whole thing so far slowly. We have a different kind of part here, so we go again to kind of like a D shape, but this time it's like a D sus2 chord, I guess really. So 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B. I'm going to pick D, G, B and high E together, then pick the G straight away again after. We'll then have open E, open high E, 2nd fret on the low E, 3rd fret on the B. So slowly. Then go 3rd fret on the low E, open G, B and high E together open. We've still got 3rd fret on the B there. Then pick the G open again. So then we pick low E, 3rd fret. 3 and open, so B and high E again. Then we'll go down to open A, and we've got the open B and high E to finish there. So that last bar slowly is the D chord shape with the suspended note on top. Then the run. And that gives us time to transition back into the first chord, that relative B minor shape really. And that just loops. back through again. For the last time through the verse with the link into the chorus, we do have a slightly different ending to the kind of verse pattern, and then a little link into the chorus itself. So we play from the D sus chord really, and we've got the same pattern. The only thing is, instead of going to the open string here, we're going to go back down to the low E string, the second fret, and then hit the open string. So it's kind of leading us down into a different part of the song there. So 3, 2, open, 3, high, open, sorry, low 2, and then the open strings. Then we're into this kind of chord. So for this shape, we've got 3rd fret on the B relative to capo, and 4th fret on the D relative to capo. For the picking, we pick E, D, G, B, and then back to the D, G, high E, B. Then we've got a little run, open E, 4th fret on the D, open E, open G, open E, 4th fret on the D again, and then open E, 3rd fret on the B. So we then keep the shape the same, but we're going to move our root from the E string to the A string, and we'll pick A, D, G, B, D, A, G, D, and then catch the B and high E strings together there. So 3rd fret on the B, open high E. So here's the linking section slowly from the last time through the verse where we play the D sus chord. So the D sus chord, the little run, going down to the 2nd fret there to our new chord shape. Run. Then we have a little run into the chorus. Open 2, 3 on the low E string. I'm going to quickly run through the chorus part because it's not tapped exactly as it's played in the song. So this will just give you a little grounding and basis to explore the chorus itself. We're going to start with the 3rd fret on the low E string and play 3 on the E string, E, A, D, A, and then E, D, A, E. Same pattern, but finger on the 2nd fret of the low E string. Then we go to this shape, like a little E minor shape really, and we pick E, A, D, G, back to an open D, then E, high E and B. Going to grab 4th fret on the D, open, go to 3rd fret on the B, open G. Little run, open E to G open, 2nd fret on the E, open G. So 2nd bar there. Go through the pattern that we started with again. Then we go back to the E minor chord. This time we play it slightly differently. E, A, D, G, open D. Then we've got E, G open, back to 2nd fret on the D. E, high E, E, B, E, A, D, G. We go back to that part again with the 3 going down to the 2. One of the variations that's played fairly frequently is E, A, D, G, D, E, high E, B. And then going down to the 2nd fret and playing E, A, D, G, back to the D, and then E, D, A. Back to the E minor chord, but this time we're going to do like a little chord run. So play E minor, E, A, D, G, and then the 2nd fret on the low E string, E, A, D. And moving on the 4th beat, it's kind of like a push onto the 3rd fret of the low E string and play E, A, D, G, back to the D, and then finish it off, 2nd fret on the low E string, E, A, D, G. So. Then we finish the chorus off with like a little outro part to it, using this shape for the most part. 3 on the B, 4 on the D. We start off with the E and actually play 2nd fret on the D string there, then G and B. Then the 4th finger goes down before we hit the low E string. And then pick E, B, little run again, E, 4th fret on the D, E, G open, E, 4th fret, and high E open. And then to finish the chorus, we do what we did in the kind of last bar of the link section. So we finish with the same chord shape, but move the bass to the A. So we've got A, D, G, B, D, A, G, D, B and high E together. And that's the kind of hybrid version of the chorus. So for the actual mid-8 part, we play a full B minor chord this time, relative to capo obviously. So 2 on the A, 4 on the D, 4 on the G, 3 on the B. Then we then go to 4, 2, 4 open, same strings. So and open D, 2nd fret on the G, open B. That kind of rings out for longer than the 16th note before, so that last B string there. Then we go to A, same chord fingering. We pick A, 2nd fret on the G, high E string open. Again, the last high E string rings out for half a beat rather than a 16th note. So. Then we move to this beautiful chord shape. We've got thumb over the top on the 4th fret of the E, 3rd fret on the B, 4th fret on the G, open D string in there as well. So we pick E, D, B, G, then bass, B and G together, bass, G. Bass moves down to 3 on the E string, D, G and B together, and then the open G string straight after again. So we have. Then we're going to go down to 2 on the low E string, and we play bass, 3 and 4 on the B and G together, and then bass, 2 and 3 on the G and B together. Like that. So slowly that last section there. Then we go to this part again, which is kind of similar to what we played before with the 3 on the B and 4 on the D there, and play E, D, G, B. Same as before. On the little run. Then we go down to the A string, same as before, but this time it kind of lasts a little bit longer. When we move to the A, keep the shape the same as we've done before. We play A, D, G, B, D, A, G, D. Then we play A, B, open G, A, and then we kind of move into a little rundown. So I'm going to play 3 on the E, 3 on the B, 2 on the E, open G. Same part as before. Exactly the same again. And then to our normal ending with the